This is my spring loadout I've been carrying. I have two separate bags. I have this bag here, which is like a Pathfinder type bag, and what I have in it is a Pathfinder bottle. One of their steel bottles, which you could use for cooking. I don't generally use it for that. And inside there, you can see I have a cup. That's the Pathfinder cup that works with this system here. It works with this lid, so I can use that cup as my primary pot on this for this loadout. It's so I have water. I have a way to heat that water, and I can also use the bottle as a secondary water thing. Stick this in and suspend it over the flame, or just put it on a stove. So that's what I have in that little bag right there primarily. And then in this bag, which is a Infantry Bag, I got it online, it was cheap. There's two little snaps here. I got this thing, you can tell this thing is packed. It's thick. I put a secondary strap on this. The strap that it came with was a little short for me, a big guy. So on the top, I have my knife. This is a Battle Horse Bushcrafter. Love this knife. It's a real classic bushcraft knife, drop point, carbon steel blade, full spine, thick blade. It's a great. You can use it for batoning. I beat this knife up for years now, and I think it came with this really nice leather sheath. I added a fire steel. I have one of these strikers on it right now, but I usually don't use it. I just use the knife to strike it. It throws more sparks that way. But that's my knife. Then on top, I usually load this thing on things I'm going to need. I have my knife, and then I have a little sit pad. Just an old sleeping pad. I cut a section of it out, made a sit pad. Now, in the rest of the thing I have, this is my fire bag. It's a little stuff bag you can get from Pacific Northwest Bushcraft. I like this bag a lot because it just has a little wrap around it. It's easy to open. There's two compartments. The compartment down here, I've been using these Bigfoot Bushcraft. I don't know if you can see that. Firestarters. I bought their little tin, and this is little pink Firestarters. You pull them out. They work great if you slice them with your knife and then break them open. And but they are amazing. They light real easy, and they burn real long. I don't always use them, but they're a great. They're great if you have any wet wood or anything like that, and also if you're just feeling like a day that you don't want to really bother too much lighting. I also have some other fire starters and tinder in the rest of the bag, and that's what I keep in there. It's a little forest fire starter kit. Oh, I also have my mini bellows in there, which I love this thing. It's like one of the world's cheapest things you can buy. You can buy these for $3 or $4, and they just really can get your fire going with no problems. Get it back up, let it back up in the morning, whatever. Works great. I take some of these things in this pack I'm going to be using in my larger pack if I go overnight. This will be one of those things. This water bottle will be one of those things. Probably not that hot though. Either this knife or another knife. And I have another sit pad in that pack. I have a couple of those. The next thing I have in here is another Pacific Northwest Bushcraft item. This is a big old fold out. It's their ground cloth. It's a wax canvas ground cloth. This is something that will go with me in my larger pack too. But you can see it folds fairly small. I think it's like 2 foot by 3 foot or something like that, which is just a perfect ground cloth size. it's handy no matter where I go. So this is another one of those things, like this thing, this, and the water bottle will all probably go in my larger pack when I do that. And there's another Pacific Northwest bushcraft thing that travels with me. And this is a little fold-out seat. It has the 3 little folders in it, and you just make 3 legs in the field. You got yourself a nice little seat. Super handy thing. As you can see, this is another one of those things that is super thin, easy to carry. And then something more specific for this kit. Let's see. Oh, this is something I bought specifically for this kit. This is a flat pack stove by Uberleben. I got gifted one of their, my son and his wife gifted me a Uberleben cook stove, which I really like. And when I was looking for a little flat pack stove just for this bag, a lot of the areas I go into for day trips and everything, they don't allow open fires. So I was using a solo stove, which I really enjoy. I love the solo stove. It's a great product. But I needed something that would fit in here, because the solo stove took up almost all the space in here. So I bought this thing. It flat packs in here. It's super tiny. I've made some videos on it. You can see it, but it's a great stove. The only drawback is you got to make sure you don't have anything that's burnable underneath it. Where the solo stove, you can touch the bottom of it when it's cooking. This thing will scorch whatever's underneath it. So you either put it on dirt or a stone. I don't seem to have much trouble with it in my area, but something people should know about it. It's one of those things that will probably stay in this pack unless I'm doing like a canoe trip or something and I want an extra stove. I'll bring my solo stove and maybe bring this as a secondary stove so I can get 2 burners going at once. I've been thinking about that. I haven't done it yet, but I'm really liking this thing. It's super easy to light. Works great. Then the rest of it is just, I got a little cook's I have and a rag in there. And this is something I have, a little Baco saw. Now I take my Baco saw on a lot of my trips. If I'm just doing a quick overnight, I might take this. But if I'm doing a cold weather camp, and I'll take a larger buck saw that I have. But this thing is another one of those things that could be bounced around from kit to kit. Another thing I carry with me in this thing is a big bag of wood. A lot of times I'm just going out for a really short hike, and if it's bad out or something like it was today, I just brought. I work in construction, and we get a million of these little 2x4 cutoffs, and I'll sit in front of the TV or something. I'll split these up into little things, and it gives you a good little start on your fire. This bag does have an internal pocket in here. It has 2 snaps, 1, 2, and then it has 3 little things. I keep some coffees in here, some of those instant coffees. I keep that coffee in here. Just the Starbucks Via Instant. And I also keep this little cool thing. This is something that kind of goes with me all the time. This is an EDC type thing. It's called an EDC tray. I find it's real just handy to have around. And on snaps, it opens up. It'll carry a few knives or tools, whatever you want. You can take those out. And then what you can do with this is kind of a cool thing. You flip it over, you snap the 4 corners together, and you've got a neat little tray. Now, for overnight camping, it's a cool little tray you have all of a sudden. Boom. For overnight camping, this is something I will put my phone or some of the things in, so I know where they are. They're all in one little place. But on a more like daily bushcraft use, I've been using this to collect fire shavings. So if I want to start a fire with shavings, I can actually take this knife out, make some shavings into this little thing, and I have something to start a fire with, a fire to start with. I don't tend to always have a secondary knife, and this is in my EDC, so I usually have a razor knife for stuff at work. And this is just this thing's got, you know, it's got a Phillips head, it's got, you know, a square head, it's got a can opener, blah blah blah. And it also has the tweezers, so working in construction, I'm always pulling splinters. So I use it. This is an EDC thing. I have this all the time. But I bought this little thing from Pacific Northwest Bushcraft, this little tray, and it's super cool. Just a little tiny thing that makes your life a little easier. But that's about everything I have on my my light loadout I've been using for, I've kind of developed it over the winter. I had a knee surgery and I really couldn't carry a heavy pack. If I wanted to go out for a few times, I did. I was using something lighter, and that's what I chose to use. And I was actually trying to develop it so that when the spring came, I'd have a decent kit that I can take for day trips. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks. Bye.